I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Well, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song when you said you looked at me.
Describe y'all's first date.
First date. Okay, I don't know if this counts as a first date, but I snuck off campus with him to go to, because I wasn't supposed to leave campus, and we went to Jack in the Box, and yeah, he didn't even pay for my food because he was nervous, so I don't really know if that counts as a first date. I think the first date would be whenever I went over to his house. I don't know, because we were so young. And so, yeah, and then my mom was super embarrassing because she had to drop me off in the minivan. And she said thanks for letting Jessica come over to play or something. And then Laney and Trip just started dying laughing, and I was just so embarrassed. But yeah, I guess that might be the first date.
That's cool.
I'd like you to just take a moment and describe your first date.
You're the best interviewer ever. You're thought-provoking. It's our first date is difficult. I don't know what really qualified as our first dates. I'll describe two. The first time we ever did anything outside of school together was when I took her illegally to Jack in the Box during lunch because she was not a junior yet. She couldn't go off campus. But we went anyways, and being the gentleman that I am, I did not offer to pay for her food or anything. So I'm not sure if that quite counts as a date. But
Go with number two. What was the second?
number two, we went to see a movie. It was pretty plain vanilla.
The movie was?
So the interesting part is that we went to go see Shrek, which I guess got approval from her parents. Shrek was sold out at Movie Tavern, so I just called an audible. I said, let's just go see Iron Man at the mall.
Oh, there you go.
Turns out at the time her parents didn't really like Iron Man, but she didn't want to embarrass herself, so she just went along with it, and they ended up finding out that we did not in fact go and see Shrek, and actually she got in trouble. I didn't find out until a few years later that she was not supposed to go see that movie.
That sounds very romantic.
Very romantic.
Kind of switching directions. What was y'all's weirdest date?
Weirdest date? All of them have been pretty good. I don't know. We just kind of go with the flow with type of things. Weirdest date?
Anything?
This is so hard.
Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary? I don't know. I think maybe whenever we were I knew that he was gonna propose to me that day. We were very awkward with each other because he was nervous and I could tell, and then I kind of knew that it was coming, so we were just kind of weird the entire day until it happened. So I would say that was the most awkward, but it's because we knew something was about to happen. I don't know. It's kind of tough.
All right, and then let me ask you this. What was your weirdest date?
Oh no.
Take your time.
One of our recent weird dates is that we went to Nagoya off Cooper, and we sat next to a very interesting fellow and his kids who was just determined to talk to us the entire time about his life and his problems. I actually sat next to him on the hibachi table. So that was probably our most awkward date.
With the flaming onion and everything.
Oh yeah, he was very interested in it too. He was wearing a fedora, if that.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice. Very good.
Okay, now we're gonna get a little deeper.
Okay.
You know, we gotta
Get
go-
in there.
Yeah, go another level here. When did you know that he was the one?
Ooh. Okay. Well, this is kind of like funny, and my mom was asking me about this, but like literally when I was 14 years old,
Wow.
because like he was in my German class, and we sat next to each other, and like we just had so much fun, and we were like, I guess we were like really good friends before we even started dating, and so whenever we like really started dating, I guess I might have been 15, but yeah, I knew that I wanted to be with him.
Wow.
Yeah, long time.
You just gotta hit it off. And
Yeah.
stuff.
When did you know she was the one?
I know. I told her she was the one after our 1-year anniversary. That's when I think that's when I knew, and that's when I told her.
It was pretty solid.
Because
at that point.
it was pretty solid, because we had been dating for a year, and then we had been really good friends for a year too. So that was
Oh, it's a lot of
2
history.
years. 2 years of knowing each other pretty well.
Good history. Good history. Okay.
What quality do you admire most in Trip?
I think he is the hardest worker I know. He literally, when he sets his mind to something, he like goes and does it, like no excuses. And I think that's like a really good example, to just like show others through your actions that not just saying something, but actually going and doing it. So I think that's what I admire the most.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
What quality do you most admire in Jessica?
There's just so many. I think just how funny she is. I think, and she has a really good sense of humor. And I think maybe a lot of people that just know her on a friendly kind of surface level don't necessarily see that, but she's always cracking jokes and is always really funny, and it makes life fun.
Oh, super. Excellent.
Now we're gonna do. I'm gonna read off 2 truths and 1 lie
Okay.
about Trip. Okay, you
Okay.
ready? So,
Ready? So I just say true or false.
So, yeah, you can say yeah,
Okay.
but I'm gonna. This will be edited, hopefully. So I'm going to. I'm gonna name all 3, and you just tell me which one is false. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Number 1, I grew up being a sports fan. I know these are hard.
Okay.
Number 2, I had an imaginary friend. Or number 3, I used to want to go by Emery.
So which one's the lie?
Yeah, which one's the lie?
That he wanted to go by Emery?
No,
Really?
no.
Is it the imaginary friend?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like one or the other.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was pretty tough.
Yeah, that was some tough ones.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna have a hard time with mine.
Yeah, probably.
I thought about it for a long time.
Now this is going to be a little something here. We want to, we're going to state from her own doing here, 2 truths and 1 lie.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to give those to you, and I want you to basically state what you think the lie is. Okay, now here they are. Okay, I made Lauren be the groom every time we played wedding.
It's 100% true.
I lost my big toenail, and I won the basketball free throw contest in 6th grade.
I'm gonna go with the lie is. The lie is that she won the free throw contest.
Okay.
Darling, just kiss me